Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's telling me that I got bad connection. Okay, so someone was ringing the doorbell at the shop, so I'm here just okay, so what I'm doing today is I have a bag of soap that I've already used, and what I do with the little chips, with these little chips of the soap, when you finish using it, this is what I finish use. What I do is basically save my money and reuse my soap. So what I'm doing is the cooking phase of the soap, and I'm saving my money by reusing my soap. My bell is ringing. I don't know where, but my doorbell is ringing at the shop. And my alarm let me know the doorbell ringed. So now, to be honest, I wish I could just throw everything in there. Just throw all the pieces of soap in there and leave the temperature on. And what's going to happen, all this is going to melt down to one soap. I put glycerine in here already, so all this soap is going to melt down to one soap. And what I'm going to do is put it in a mold, and I have soap again. So I don't know if I should have done this with this one. This one was a really, really good one. I love this one. So, but I'm going to cut up the ones that needs to be cut up. So I put the glycerine in there, and I also had a fresh piece of banana in there. So I took the banana, I took a piece of my banana, and I added to my soap. I have coconut milk added to it because it's going to be one big bar after I finish. So when you buy natural soap and you almost finish using your soap, don't throw them away. Put them in a basket and you can use them again. So what I'm going to do later on is take a picture. I remember this one. This one is really good for your face. Really, really good for your face. This one had, see, it started melting already. You melt all your soap down into one big soap. And you get a mold. If you don't have a mold, get like a silicone container, and you put them, and you pour it in a silicone container. And after you pour it into a silicone container, then you end up getting one big giant soap. Okay? And that's what I will be doing today. So I'm cooking all my pieces of soap while they are melting down in the glycerine and the banana. Like I said, I've put fresh piece of banana. So this is how the soap is going to look. It's going to melt down, and then I'm going to get a container and put it in the container and then put it away 24 hours. And in 24 hours, my soap will be back again, ready to use. So don't throw away your soap when you buy soap and you have the little pieces left over. Do not throw those soap away. Always save those little pieces that's left over, and melt them down. Put a little bit of oil in there and just melt it all the way down, and then get a container and pour it back in a container and then use it in the next 24 hours. It will be hard and solid again, and you can always use that soap all over. I will do another tutorial on how to save. See, all these little soaps, these are all soaps that was left over. Oh, I'm gonna miss this color. I love this one. I don't know, I should save it. I'm gonna miss this little piece. This one was a eucalyptus bar. I love this one. I bought this one, see? I bought this one online, and I actually didn't use it that much because I bought it from a company called Royalty Soap, and this one I will never ever buy again. It dried my skin out, so I really didn't use it that much. I bought it like 3 years ago. Some of these soap, majority of these soap I make, I bought this one from a company called Shea, and I really didn't use it that much. But majority of these soaps is my soaps that I make and sell all the time. So what I'm doing is melting it down and put the temperature on a very low temperature, because you want to make sure you're melting the soap and you're not burning the ingredients of the soap when you are melting it. So if you buy soap and you have the little pieces with the natural soaps, all you have to do is just melt them back down. It's like really effective, really effective. And see, so it's like cooking soap on the stove. You guys ever cook soap on the stove? This is what I'm doing, cooking soap on the stove, and it's very effective. I was trying to figure out if my phone is ringing. I guess my phone is not ringing. So I had some time in my hand, and I'm actually making the Nautilock bonnets. That's what I'm actually making. And I'm also, see the soap, they're all melting down. I'm gonna get the container also that I'm gonna use for this soap. I'm gonna have another big batch, and then when it's finished, add your favorite fragrance to it. Whatever fragrance you like, add your favorite fragrance to it. Because you're gonna lose the fragrance. All the soap in here, you're gonna lose total fragrance once you finish making this soap. So you can add your favorite fragrance to it. I will do another tutorial, and the fragrance that you add to it have to add up to the amount of pound of soap you have. So it all depends on the amount of pound of soap you have. And the soap is melting down pretty cool. And I'm gonna keep stirring it until I can get that consistency just the way I want it. Now the whole purpose of this video is to actually save money on all your little pieces of soap, where you can bring them back together, put a little bit of oil or glycerine in there, and just make it all over again. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Let me not put the temperature too high. Turn the temperature down. I don't even know if I have any fragrance that I can put in there. I can look for some fragrance here at home, but if I don't have any fragrance, it's still okay. If you're a person that like non-fragrance soap, you don't have to make fragrance soap. You can make it non-fragrant. I think there is so this is soap, and these are my scraps. They're melting down into one big soap. So of course the color is changing to like a brown color. And I'm going to make it a non-fragrance soap because I don't think I have any fragrance. I want it to be a little bit conditioned. And the reason why you have to use oil or glycerine is because once you melt the soap back to this type, the melting point of the soap basically change, and that's why you have to add oil. It will, if you just put the soap in the container, it's not going to work. So you have to either have oil or you have to have butter or a little bit of water, a little bit of glycerine. So this is all my chips of my soap that I've been using all around the year. You know, when you take a shower, a little after the soap is almost finished, you have a little piece of soap left over. So that's the reason why I'm cooking all my soap backs for the whole entire year and make them one big soap. Cheap, save money, do not throw away those scraps. So I'm going to put a little bit of sorbet. This is like a conditioner, sorbet 20. And what that's going to do is give a little bit of condition to my soap. And I kind of like that. So right now the soap is at melting point and it's melting all the way. And once I put it in my soap mold, it's all going to be melt away also. I'm trying not to burn the ingredients of the soap. Yeah. And try to keep the temperature as low as possible. So let me make sure. I was trying to make sure the temperature is as low as possible. So it's on low, okay? Now after you melt all your soap, and see, I'm trying to see it's melting down more. Some of these soaps are butter made with shea butter and cocoa butter and sweet almond oil and vitamin E oil and hemp oil and Maui oil and all middle foam oil. These soaps are different types of soap that's made with different types of oil. So to break them down and put them, now I don't like the color, but it's okay. This is pieces and scraps. So you have your little, you know, your little pieces of scrap laying around the bathroom. Throw them in a basket. Wait until you get like a 2-pounder. You know, don't throw them in the trash. You're going to need those soap. So you throw them in a basket and watch my tutorials. Keep going on my, you can go to Jamaica Soap Lady. That's one of the channels that I also have. It's called Jamaica Soap Lady on YouTube. And you will see some of our fabulous soap and how I make them. I'm trying to do both channels so people can see my work and see how effective it is for their daily life. And this is what I'm doing. See, it's melting down. It's going to eventually melt down. I'm trying to break them down so they can be just a little bit more better, consistent, and it's going to start getting hard. Okay, I'm going to tell you, it's going to melt down and then everything is going to start getting hard again because it's like little pieces of chip off each soap. So save your money in your pocket by saving the little piece of soap that's left over after you take a shower. This is very effective, guys, and I like to save money. And since I'm the one that makes soap, I have a lot of these little pieces of chip running around. Throw them in a basket if you have to. Do not throw them away because you can make another 2-pound of soap. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just cooking my leftovers. See? This one I had liked. This one was made with wine. I made this one with wine. And see? It's getting thicker. I'm turning up the stove just a little bit because but I'm trying not to burn it. So it's best to use a slow cooker. I am using a stove, but if you have a slow cooker that you can use for your crafty use, not a slow cooker, do not use any slow cooker that you have to cook your food in. You have to use like a small slow cooker that you're not going to use again. And this way it's easy for you to use. So yeah, this is cooking soap, and this is what we call hot process I forgot the name. I'll put up the name. I know I didn't put the right name up. I just put it for those who don't know to use the terminology when it comes to soap making. So it's melting down all the way to the temperature. See that? So I'm trying to get, because I put the glycerine in there and the sorbate in there, I'm trying to get it down to the smallest pieces of chip possible. Now, some people, you don't have to cook it all the way. If you want to throw it in the container this way, then you can always throw it in the container. Leave it. You can put it in the refrigerator after this if you want to also. It's all melting down to the temperature. And one thing about this soap, it is very, very luxurious. It have a lot of different properties of oil. So buying or making soap give me the privilege of, I know there is one soap in here that is, I think is not real. It's not real handmade soap. And I think this is a soap that I brought from the hotel. I'm looking for it actually. Let's find that soap. And it's not going to melt because it's not really soap, it's detergent. So let me see if I can find that soap. I think I was just looking at it and I think I saw that soap. And I think it's hiding. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, this is the reason why I said if you're using Dove, you have to use water. This right here is not melting. Dove. Okay, it's, as you can see, I put it in there and it's not melting because it's not real. Dove is not real soap. Dove is a bar that is made with a lot of detergent. And some people think it's okay for their skin because they've been using this for a very long time. But to be honest, it's not really effective. Saying bad connection. So this one, I'm going to take it out because it's not going to break. I can try break it though. Look, it's hard to break. Watch this. I don't know if I want that because it doesn't melt down like the rest of the soap. It's not going to solidify as well as the rest of the soap, to be honest. Okay, so as you can see, the soap now is melted just close to what I want it to melt to. What I'm going to do is pour it in a container, and the container I'm going to put it in. Let me get the container. All right, so I have a container that I will pour it in. Let me put this here. It's going to be non-scented, to be honest. So if you have just a regular container at home, you can just put that there. Get a little plastic bag. Make sure there's no hole in the plastic bag because your soap is going to be all over the place. Let me get a plastic bag that doesn't have any hole in it. Okay, here we go. So I have this plastic bag and I'm going to open it. Okay. If you guys are tuning in, I just made a soap that you can use your little chips of soap that you have in the house. You can take all those little chips and put them in one and melt them down. So here we go. Here we go. All right, so here we go. It still smells good, by the way. I didn't know it was going to be smelling that good, but it still smells good. Yeah, it smells really good. Okay, so, you see that? That's the, it's going to get hard. So that's what it's trying to do already. Okay, and what you can do with this now, you can take it, if you choose to do so, you can put it in the refrigerator. That's around 3 pounds right there. So you can put it in the refrigerator if you want to, or you can just sit it down away from your kids and see, the top is already smeared on, and you can just put it away, and then later on you can cut it up and do whatever. What I'm going to do is put it away, and if I can remember it tomorrow, I could show you guys. I will do a video of this reusable soap that I cook and bash and give me at least 2.5 to 3 pounds. All right, so I'm putting the soap away, and this is the container the soap was in. So let me show you guys. It's still bubbly. This is the container the soap was in. So let me show you guys how bubbly this soap still is. All right, so this is the soap that I just did. All the pieces and cutting it up and everything. So I'm going to show you the bubble effect. And if you guys, you can go back and watch the video to see I add fresh banana when I cut this up, okay? Fresh banana. It is very luxury. If you want to know more about Suds and Skin products and Suds and Skin soapy products, you can go to sudsandskin.com to purchase our products. We do sell the soap wholesale. And guess what? Go back and watch the video if you haven't watched this video yet. I am live. And look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like I'm in heaven again. All this luxury. My hands are so soft. Great for problematic skin. Look guys, I'm sorry, but you guys see it here. My reusable soap. Oh, look at that. Look at that. No ash. And of course, yes, I cooked it with a piece of banana. The water is like bubbly again. I should, look, the fun about handmade organic soap is that it gives you, look, my hand is still, I can do like this and my hand is still bubbly. So, see? Look at that. Look at that. The water is very milky. So if you buy handmade soap, go back and take every piece of your soap chips. You guys know what I'm talking about. You take a shower, the soap is almost finished, and you throw that piece away and you start another soap. Don't throw it away. Put it in a basket, a dry basket, something with a net or a mesh. And when it goes to a certain amount, take them and cut them up. Get some glycerine. I will put this on my blog, and I will show you guys where my blog is. And also, if you guys know anyone that knows how to do a blog, I am hiring an editor to do my blogs for me because I'm too busy. So yeah, look at that. Boom. Boom. I can do this all day, by the way. Boom. And wash my hands off. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys my hand. Okay. Now look at that. Nice and clean. Look at that. You can see that nice, clean, and the oils are still on there. So, to be honest, my hands are not dry. They are not ashy. So let me show you guys. They are not dry. I'm trying to dry my hands. They're not dry. They're not ashy. Look at that. Boom. You see that? No dryness, no ashiness, and I didn't need to put any oil on my skin. So, see that? It absorbed the oil. So, look at that. You see that? Great. So, and you know, some of you guys don't like to use oil. You just like to wash your body with some soap, and that's it. So, and I can still feel the moist on my skin. Okay, guys. And guess what? Time for me to go to the shop, get these nails done. Okay, so this is what's here. This is the bubbly effects. And this is from my reusable soap. Go back and watch the rerun. Have fun. I will show some more soap video on here. You can go to Organic Nordaz to make an appointment to get your hair done. Yeah, this is about soap. And if you want to make a hair appointment with me, you can go to Organic Nordaz to make a hair appointment. You can go to organicnordaz.genbook.com. Let me see if I can put it here. I don't know how to actually text it in here. You can go to organicnordaz.genbook.com to make your hair appointment here in Suitland, Maryland. Or if you're one of my regular clients, you can go ahead and text message me on my cell phone or reach out to me on my email. The business phone right now is temporary out of order because I'm not even gonna, you know, say the personal thing, but you guys know the phones and how the bills are and how high it can become. And I've changed over from Verizon to Comcast, and when I change over from Verizon to Comcast, Comcast hit me with a large bill. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Yes, this is my hair channel. You can go over to my soap channel, which is Jamaica Soap Lady, or you can tune into this channel because I will be converting both channels together, and I will be also putting another soap video up, and you also will see another hair video. Go log into Organic Nordaz on my Facebook channel if you want more communication. If you're making an appointment for Organic Nordaz LLC here in Suitland, Maryland, go to Facebook and put in the business channel. You can text message me from the business channel. You can also reach out to me from the business channel. There's a lot of ways to communicate with me. I do apologize that the business number for 20 years in service the first time ever got disconnected. I appreciate you guys, your time and your consideration, and I hope you guys will go and buy one of my soap. Show your support if you want to, and if you don't want to, tell a friend. Thank you and have a great Tuesday.